Okay, guys, so thank you again, obviously, to Courtney and JJ for coming on. But now we want to show you some behind-the-scenes footage because there was a lot that obviously ended up on the cutting room floor that we had to show you. So we're going to start with some video that you didn't see from the audition tour. Check it out, guys.
All around me, I see all-star faces.
When was the last time you teased that bad boy?
About 2 hours ago.
Multiple aces.
Give me 1 sec.
Speed on the bases.
So I've been asking everybody today what's going to make them stand out from the crowd, but I think you've got that base covered.
Yet it seems these boys can't tie their own laces.
When people were like, we're gonna go win the Stanley Cup, I was right there with them going, hell yeah!
Where are the traces of Alex's dream team? These boys displaced it.
Hockey beard's so hot right now.
Got us batting champions, got us a Cy Young winner.
We like to consider ourselves the mini Mary-Kate and Ashleys.
He got us golden glovers. They got us silver sluggers.
My name's James Barnett.
James Bennett?
Barnett.
Barnett?
Yes,
Barnett.
Barnett.
Yet all around me, these Blue Jays, they just cannot hit. They got brutal averages, atrocious on-base percentages.
Even if I missed, you gotta sound the call, right?
And I find it kind of funny.
Why is your nickname Smoke? Where does that come from?
Well, it's my voice. I mean, I sound like Darth Vader sometimes.
Find it kind of sad.
I could probably use a haircut. I think that's a fair assessment.
We hope this team was right for autumn, but it's June.
Did you come up with that nickname yourself, or did someone give it to you?
Actually, my dad gave it to me.
And they've turned back.
I like the locks. If I could pull off the locks, I would.
I find it hard to tell you.
You think? See, a little salad goes a long way these days.
Salad, yes.
Cause I find it hard to take.
Yeah, I always refer to my salad.
A salad bar. A salad bar.
Thank you. Everyone chirps me for calling it my salad.
But when you're third worst in the AL.
But
Really?
yes, what do you think? Do you like my salad? Do you
Yeah,
like
your cabbage is looking nice. Could use a little balsamic.
Mad world.
I like this guy already.
Mad world.
Okay, so do I just go?
Twitter stuff.
That was amazing. Okay, so if you guys don't know, Smoke Stark is part of the Stark clan. Him and his buddy brother Bronk showed up, and this was right in the middle. We were watching Game of Thrones. I was losing my mind. Okay, so I know we have lots of tweets going on.
You don't. It's one person is catching my eye on
Who?
Twitter. Andrew Blanchett can't even watch the show right now. He's not getting the feed or something, but he's tweeting up a storm, and it's hilarious because it went from angry, all caps, when you switch between Bruno and Andrew Corey on the show. He tweeted, "That's not true. I was in between Bruno and Andrew Corey getting shafted."
Okay, listen, Blanchett, we love you, buddy, but we have only a certain amount of time every episode, okay? Deal with it.
And then, oh, sorry, go ahead. No, and then he tweets, "I'm a proud member of the bottom 19.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
okay,
funny.
we got to go right into our next little montage because obviously all summer long, the top 24, top 25 were sending in social videos. So we made a montage of some of the best moments. Check it out.
What is Gucci Drafted Nation?
Salut Drafted Nation, c'est moi, André Jean-Paul Corré.
Coming to you from really ridiculously good-looking Vancouver, British Columbia with the first social challenge.
The end of a historic drought is always an amazing thing in sports.
My name is Ivan Korilenko, I come from Russia.
Don't growl.
Andy Cole right here.
There can only be one. You're never gonna be a looker, not a Sharapova, so you better be scrappy and fight. Are you kidding me?
What's up, Drafted Nation? There's no doubt in my mind that the Nashville Predators won the 2013 NHL Draft. He's a leader. He's Popeye Jones' son.
This is Gunther Lugan Korischlagen from Germany. Today you're gonna be watching me do some breakdancing.
And that's all.
I think I may have broken something.
I got to say.
Thanks for your time. I'll see you later.
Oh my!
Sorry.
Anthony Scafano. That video
It's a great
came out of
video.
nowhere. I I could honestly, the first time I watched it, I didn't know what to think, and the more you watch it, the funnier and funnier that.
I knew exactly what to think, and I
You say
hit
so.
replay about 7 or 8 times.
Scafano, that guy was
Shout
too
out
much.
Scafano.
Shout out to Scafano. Okay, guys, we're having a good time here. Obviously, we're laughing a lot. We're having lots of jokes, but I want to get serious for a second because we did have some real Gillette drafted controversy.
First time.
First time ever that we had some real problems, and we're lucky enough to have the guy at the center of the controversy here. So we're going to bring him up, and he's going to have to answer for, I'm going to call it his mistake, his blunder, but we're going to get to him right now. Oliver Macklem. Oliver, Big Ol, can you get down here, buddy?
Hey-o.
I don't know if we should be clapping, Ollie.
Well, I feel like I'm coming into the prices right here.
Yeah,
It's a great welcome.
Well,
thanks for having me.
I don't know if you're going to say that in a minute, because we're going to dive right. Okay.
Is there a surprise here?
Well, you guys know that we take this thing very seriously here at Gillette Drafted, and the combine portion has a push-up test.
Yeah.
Now, this year, we had someone obliterate the record.
Held by
true.
Osa from last
Osa,
season.
at 36, I believe, from my season. We had someone do, as you said, 50 push-ups.
Big 5-0.
Big 5-0. We were blown away by this number, 50 push-ups. However, we had our forensic team upstairs at the Sportsnet 360 studios.
I don't know how much forensic.
Well,
sounds
they
like
went
it.
through. They don't have a lot of time on their hands. Okay, they went through frame by frame, and there was a discrepancy.
How bad?
It's pretty bad.
How bad was it?
Ollie,
Am I
it's pretty
fired?
bad. I mean, we're friends.
Well, see-
This may cost us our friendship.
Oh, here's the thing, Maddie. I was counting push-ups the same way I count push-ups at home when I do them. You go down, that's 1. You come back up, that's 2.
Okay.
3,
Okay.
4,
I'm
you
glad-
know?
I'm
Isn't
glad
that
you
how
said
everyone
that.
counts push-ups?
I'm glad you said that. Because we actually have the video evidence of you miscounting. Jude Apong Boateng.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at his push-up test. Can we please?
Time to do some push-ups. All right. Jude has announced he is going to beat the push-up record of 46. No matter what happens, that record is falling, he said. All right, so let's see if it happens. Proper form, I want a straight line from your shoulders to your heels. John's going to put you on the clock here for 30 seconds. Get through as many as you can. 46 the numbers you're shooting for. On my whistle, ready? 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's a machine. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, there it is, 47, 48, 49. You're a machine, Jude.
Time.
Woo! 50 push-ups in 30 seconds? Woo! How do you like me now?
Hang on. Okay, so, Ollie.
Listen, I have an explanation. As the judge of these push-ups, I am the one that deems whether they are valid push-ups or whether they are not. And at the end, you could see he wasn't getting all the way down. So therefore, those did not qualify. They didn't make it onto the counter.
Hang on. So are you saying that you saw 2 push-ups that you deemed not full push-ups?
It was the second last one and then the fourth last one.
That is very specific. You know what?
I take my job very seriously.
I like that you're holding your ground, Oliver.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm with Oliver. It's 50.
I think the explanation is more that
You're welcome.
Oliver didn't.
I got your back, man.
Oliver can't count that high, and when he got past 50, he kind of confused himself. I think you were trying to chirp him too.
That threw me off a little bit.
Yes,
yeah.
it did.
You
It
gotta
did.
stick to the
Still
script.
50.
Hang on,
Don't
though.
leave me
So,
here.
No, we're going 50.
50.
Yeah.
so you're saying the official record is 50?
It is. It's in the record books.
I'm with him.
Dude, we
Set
had the
in
video
stone.
evidence that said 52.
I told you though, 2 of them didn't count.
Okay.
50 is the number.
Very quickly, Bianca, do we have any Twitter, anything based on the push-ups? Is Jude in on this?
Jude doesn't want us to kill his vibe.
What do you mean? Is he in the?
Yeah, don't kill my
Got your
vibe.
back, Jude.
Yeah. Jude, I gotta say, I think the number's 52. So for Gillette Drafted Season 6, I think the number to beat is 52.
I can't. I said
agree.
I had his back. I have his back.
You going 50?
I'm going 50.
I'm
Bianca?
52.
I'm
all
not
the
trying
way.
to shortchange anyone. All I'm saying is, Jude, It was 50. It wasn't 52.
Wow.
I'm here to do my job professionally.
You know what
and
I will
I
say?
can't make any apologies or any excuses.
Ollie,
You know what I will
nothing
say?
you ever do is professional.
You know
Anyway,
what,
sorry, go.
You know what I will say? Oliver and I have worked here longer than you and Bianca.
Great
so
point.
I
Great
think we
point,
win.
Jackie.
I
Okay,
think.
all I'm saying is that what we're going to have to do is
Seniority.
get Greg Sansoni on the show next time to break this tie. But of course, that's next time. Because what I really want to dive into right now is that we have the top 6 on our web chat cam on the web. So do we have the web? We're going to say bye to Oliver first because we're done with you.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Dude, thanks for taking your vacation day to come out with us, bro.
No problem.
No, obs.com, bro. Obs.com.
That's
EDU.
never gonna happen.
Oliver knows it's going to happen. Okay. We are going to bring the top 6 on our web chat cam, which I love more than anything saying.
Bring on the bachelors. Woo!
Bring on the
All right, let's get to it.
I don't think they're bachelors. Not all of them. Do we have them on?
Hey.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Bachelor
Okay,
for
so
life.
first of all, I want to say, can you all give us a thumbs up if you can hear us? Everything going well over there? Big thumbs up?
Yeah.
All right, so we want to start with, you know what? Let's start with Harrison. Harrison, you obviously just watched the show. You listened to the feedback from behind the scenes. You have a cat sticking their bum in your face. Did you realize how close you were to not making it?
Yeah, I was fully aware that I was in there by the very, very slightest of margins.
Do you want to say thank you to the person who fought for you to be on the show?
Of course, and I reiterated that 1,000 times over to her, and I can't say enough to Jackie Redmond. Trust me, I know, I'm very grateful.
So jumping over to Mr. Gonzalez, the man who had a total of 2.5 seconds screen time. How'd you feel watching the show, Brett?
To be honest, I enjoyed the whole show, but I was a little disappointed. I was pumping up the episode to my parents for the last month and a half, and I was really excited for them to see some of my boot camp obstacle courses challenges, but they didn't show much, but they still enjoyed it.
Well, you know what, Brett, since you didn't get a whole lot of FaceTime, let's give you the stage. Tell everybody in Drafted Nation who you are and what you're about.
who
I'm
is
going to
Brett
give you the
Gonzalez?
stage for a second.
Great point, Jackie.
Awesome. I'm going to start that off with what Courtney was talking about and what Bianca was talking about in the summer. And I didn't get a chance to hear Courtney's answer because the feed was a little bit off. But yes, Bianca, you were right. I wasn't very active in the summer on the social challenges. I did do them all. The only problem was that they were late. Obviously, late is not anything I want to be known for. So I'm definitely stepping up my social game. But for those of you who don't know me, I am a diehard sports fan. I eat, sleep, and dream about sports. And I am the guy who watches it on TV, is out in the park playing it, and talking about it all the time. I had such an amazing time getting to know the other guys in the top 6 at boot camp. I enjoyed the experience so much, and I think you're going to see the best of what I have in the upcoming episodes.
Well said.
Well said, and thank you for joining us from my dentist's office. You look great there, by the way.
Where do you go to the dentist?
Yeah,
Because that's a scary-looking dentist, Doc.
He is, believe me, he's a scary dentist. So jumping over to me, thank you, buddy. Jumping over to Andrew Corey, another guy who just made it in by the skin of his teeth. Andrew, how was it kind of watching that back? Was it as nerve-wracking watching it as being here?
Yeah, it actually was nerve-wracking. And then at one point I said to my friends and family, I'm rattled and I even know what's going to happen. And I'm still nervous.
Andrew, my question for you is, you were the last guy to make it into the top 6. And as intense and stressful as that was, you were selected by the judges to be in the top 6. Do you take pride in the fact that you were selected by the judges over maybe getting the votes, even though it was extremely stressful and difficult to deal with, I'm sure?
Absolutely. That selection meant more than anything. I felt extremely blessed to be selected amongst such talented people. And I owe a lot to the judges. And yeah, I was just elated when they picked me.
So jumping over to our good friend Anthony Bruno. What's up, Bruno?
What's up, guys?
Nice of you to actually wear a shirt with sleeves. We appreciate it. Thank you.
It's not my fault. Hey,
Okay.
It was the stylist.
Bruno,
Not
you
me.
looked, obviously, you guy kind of got bigged up there a little bit in the episode. A lot of praise being sent your way. How did it feel watching it with your friends, your family? I know you had a whole pack there watching it. What was that like?
Yeah, I got all my friends and family here. It was so humbling. I mean, because everyone did such a great job. I mean, after I finished, and because I was one of the first people to go, and everyone who came out after me was telling me that they absolutely destroyed boot camp.
So it's gonna see me
There was
leave?
like 7 or 8 people that told me that they did amazing. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be almost impossible to get in. But I was so happy.
Let's talk to Teddy. Teddy, what's up?
Hi kids, how are we?
Oh, I'm not a kid, but how's it going? I'm just
That was
kidding.
my shout out for Mike Ritzler.
Oh,
It's just because Teddy's so old.
Well,
Little
Teddy,
kid.
sorry, Teddy,
Teddy,
I asked Andrew Corey if he took pride in being selected by the judges. You got in on the vote. At this point, you know, you're through to boot camp, you're through to the top 6. Did it worry you at all? Did you feel threatened by the 4 that were selected by the judges? Did it kind of put a seed of doubt in your head, like, ooh, I wonder if I would have got in if it wasn't for the vote?
Oh, as soon as I stepped into that room, I tried to put that thought out of my head because I knew, yes, I was in because of the votes, but I wanted to make sure I put a good showing out there. And I had a few stumbles here and there. I still don't think Kwame Brown.
You are cutting out.
Yeah,
so
so-
let's throw
yeah.
that same question to Joseph O2.
Yeah, Joe too. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
So
I felt the same way that
it was
Teddy.
a little
You
tough. I
represent
made
as
some
best that you
mistakes,
can.
but I'm thankful that I had all my friends and family and support.
Teddy, as usual, is being long-winded. So Teddy, you chill for a second. Joe too, can you answer that question? How'd you feel about being the guy voted in? You think you deserve to be in the top 6?
You know what? I went to camp trying to represent to the best of my ability, and I didn't want Cam or Greg or Jackie or even Jen to say, oh, you know, we wouldn't have picked him. It's just that he got voted in. I just wanted to represent. So I had that in my heart that, okay, of course, the voting helped me, but I just wanted to represent to the best of my ability and not let that affect how I performed.
It's a great answer, Joe, too. So, Bianco, Twitter is blowing up, I'm getting told in my ear by Farquharson.
Twitter's blowing up, but it's someone who is not a part of the top 6, but would like to come in and prove something anyway. Jude is saying that next time he comes in, he's doing 54 push-ups. He will come here and do them.
Okay, Jude,
He will
I
come
like that.
here.
We may hold you to that, so thank you so much. We got to say bye to our top 6. Obviously, you're going to be seeing way more of them throughout the season of Gillette Drafted Season 5. But guys, thank you for joining us, and maybe we'll see you guys again on the after show. Cool?
Cool.
Bye,
guys.
Bye, guys. Okay, so obviously Twitter's blowing up. I'm so happy that people are getting invested. So obviously as we go throughout this season of Gillette Drafted, and we're going to be doing this Gillette Drafted after show, continue to tweet at us with hashtag Gillette Drafted, and we'll keep trying to get your questions in. Obviously, if you have any questions for Jackie being a judge, you know, kind of how that broke down. Obviously for Bianca, what her thoughts were. Myself as the host, or obviously anyone from the top 6, we'll try to get to those questions. Absolutely. So kind of some final thoughts here. Let's do a little Jerry Springer moment. Jackie, it's funny, as I was watching the show and as we're talking to the top 6, it seems to me, I don't know if you realize this, how much of an impact you had on who made the top 6. I'm going to explain. You fought for Harrison,
right,
tooth and nail.
Yep.
Without you, he doesn't make the show. You get Andrew Corey to do his impressions that I think completely won over Jenny Seiler, kind of won over the entire room. As you know, it was intense in that moment, got some laughs. Do you think, how do you feel about having such an impact?
Well, it's weird that you just brought up the Andrew Corey thing, because I didn't realize that until you just said that.
That was huge. It was huge.
That might have helped him. You know, I think as somebody that was on this show only 2 years ago, that's weird.
Yeah.
I think I really relate to these guys, and you know, I've been following them all summer. We were both on the tour. We helped pick the top 25, and when Andrew Corey did his obstacle course, I was like, this guy has such an incredible personality. It's infectious, really. He's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear the sirens outside right now, but those are distracting.
No, they agree with you. They agree with you.
So when he went through, I was like, that's not Andrew Corey. He has more to offer than that. So that's when I felt like I was obligated to like throw him a bone, because I know how bad these guys want it. But, and fighting for Harrison, you know, I already talked about that. So, I mean, as a judge, you know, I wanted to have an impact, and I know how hard these guys have worked. So I was going to put my neck on the line for them. That said, now that I fought so hard for Harrison, and Greg said he respected me and put him in. Now I'm like, Harrison, you better perform because
It's
if
on
not,
you now.
It's on
me.
me.
Yeah.
So the question now is, did I put my neck on the line for the right person? And I don't know the answer to that at this point.
That's a great segue actually into my last question, which is predictions. After watching the first episode, I have a guy to me who jumped out. It's maybe not who you think, but I had a guy that jumped out. I really, really liked Joseph O'Toole. During boot camp, I thought he was really good. I liked the way he was. I liked the way he was on that after show there. I thought he was personable. He was really laughing. I think he's going to be someone to watch. Do you have a prediction?
My prediction, and I know that obviously Jackie agrees with me, is I think Harrison's going to do really, really well. He showed up to each and every one of his videos in all the social challenges. I was heartbroken at boot camp with the thought that he might not make it into the top 6 because he deserves it so much. And I was actually like, Jackie was like, you know what? I'm going to fight for him. And I was like, do it, Jackie! Do it, girl! So I was so happy that he made it, and I think if he performs well in the first few challenges,
I don't know.
I think he's going to be my front runner.
It's funny because you say, obviously, Jackie, you fought for him, so we know who you think is kind of the #1 guy. But actually, yes, Harrison's the guy I fought for because I thought he deserved to be in the top 6. But the guy that I actually right now think is the #1 contender is Anthony Bruno. I mean, he nailed boot camp. It was like, this guy's 22 years old, and he went out there, and I was like, is my job safe?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
No, the TV obstacle course, he demolished. He also looks like $1 million. You couldn't really see the pythons showing there, but he's a good-looking dude as well.
Anthony Bruno, he makes me smile. He's just a natural. I think he's got raw talent. Obviously, he needs to polish a bit, but right now, he's the guy that I think you got to beat.
You know what, though? I think that says a lot that we each have guys that we think can win it, because I think that's the truth right now is that all 6 of them are really strong. They have different skills, and we're just going to have to see how this plays out. Obviously, I'm really excited, guys. I hope you enjoyed the after show and episode #1. Obviously, we have episode #2 next Friday night, obviously at 10 p.m. after SmackDown. So make sure you tune into that, and then come back for the second after show, and we'll keep doing this throughout the entire season of Gillette Drafted Season 5. Guys, thank you so much. For Bianca, for Jackie, I'm Matty D. We'll see you guys next time, all right?
Tweet us.
It's the Gillette Drafted.
That's not going to
After
fly.
show. You don't like it? After show.